What's up? Today I thought I'm gonna talk about axes, or not axes, mainly about this one. This is Fiskars 17X axe that I bought. I think I bought this year 1997, and I've used it really a lot in a ways that you shouldn't use axe. I've taken down buildings and cutting nails and electric wires and whatever, just because these are pretty cheap. Not cheap, but cheap enough so you don't have to mind how you use them. And if I really want to do some kind of work with an axe, like splitting wood and taking down buildings or whatever, this is my choice. I really like a traditional axes with wooden handles and blacksmith made blades and stuff, but they are too nice to use as a hammer and whatever you are using these kind of axes. And if this one breaks down, you don't have to mind about it. But like you can see, 20 years and it haven't break down. Quite big chips left here and here because I've been hitting stuff with it, but still in one piece. You can break this one if you use it wrong way, like I've been using this one. There is a quite simple instructions. Don't hit with the hammer and don't twist. And I've been doing both with this, and this is the result. I don't know if you can see. It will split eventually over here if you beat it too much. It's too hard. Like this. And the handle will break. But this is all my own fault, because you shouldn't do that with this kind of axes. So, but still wondering, because I was hitting this axe with this old one, and this is still in one piece, and this is gone shit. Maybe they used to do them a little bit better 20 years ago. I think this is from year 13. So this is 5 years old. But every now and then there is some kind of test or whatever in the internet, and they are saying that what happens if you are in a forest and you need to make a new handle, because you can't make a new handle in this kind of axis, or good handle. Maybe you can fix something on it, but not like real. But I have to be in the forest like 20 years and still going. I'm not using this every day, of course, but I'm like a weekend warrior on these things. But we had a wood heating house for 20 years now, or over 20 years, and most firewood that I have needed in 20 years is made with this, and I think I've used it pretty much more than average dude would use it. So in a like normal hobby use, it's forever this kind of axis. And I think it's pretty good for money that it costs. I think it cost about 60-70 euros now, this kind of axe. And I think this is pretty good size for beginner, or if you are not that experienced axe user. This is pretty easy to use with one hand, like splitting smaller wood, and there is enough power to split the little bit bigger ones. But this is my choice now, Fiskars X25. There is one even bigger than this, but I don't know if it needs to be bigger. I think this is enough for finished wood. Maybe if I would have bigger ones, then I would need some kind of sledgehammer style axe for splitting really big woods, but we don't have that. It's really good for the money that you have to pay for it. I haven't tested the other ones, like similar ones that now there are, but these are the first ones, I think, that are designed and made like this, and this is like 20 years old. There is a little split over there on the plastic, and a little gap between the handle and the axe head, but I don't think it matters. So I've used this like every spring. There is quite a lot of ice on our yard, and I'm beating the ice of the yard, and there's a concrete plates underneath and hitting this, and I've sharpened this angle grinder, and I think it's worn it's worn about maybe 5 millimeters, so not bad, but the profile have changed quite a lot. I think this one is about in the factory specs, so maybe I have to put this on the wall like old players put their playing shirts after 20 years use. Nah, fuck it. Okay. Back then the handles on these axes used to be black, all black. The newer ones have this kind of orange or yellow tail on them, and written and this stuff. But this is way older than these other ones. Even this works pretty okay, but I've used, like few years I've been using that bigger one, and then this feels too light for me now. But I think this is quite nice size for like overall use. You can do almost anything with it. It's not really good with the really big logs, but you can manage with it, and it's really durable. You can't break this. This is the one I'm using now more. First this one felt really heavy for one hand use, but I'm used to it, so now it's the norm, and it's really good. I like this really a lot. It's X25. I think it's 2.5 kilos the weight. and this one is 17, and I think it's 1.7 kilos. Doesn't feel that much. I don't think it's that heavy. No, I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just talking shit. Maybe it is the length of the 25 inches. 17 inches. I don't know what that means. But Fiskars 25 is pretty okay for me. You can use it one hand and like that. This is just a modern tool that will make the work easy and gets the job done. And if it breaks down, you don't cry about it, you don't have bad feelings about it. Just buy a new one from a shop, and that's it. This is that kind of tool. And mainly tools are like that, of course. But there is some kind of thing with these sharp tools, like axes and knives and that kind of stuff. Maybe that's the reason they are so traditional tools and beginning of almost everything that man made. This is definitely not one of those that you fall in love and take under your pillow and keep them company and give them kisses every night. Like some axes and knives. They get that kind of habit because there is no reason why somebody would pay like 100 or 1,000 euros from knife. It's not even possible that it's that much better than 50 euros knife. It's just not. But that's really different ball game when it's handmade and made like you just wanted it. If you order it somewhere, like some kind of knife maker, and he makes you really nice Damascus blade and some kind of special wood and stuff like that on the handle, and that's really different kind of ball game. And this is not definitely that kind of tool. And that's about it. If you like this kind of thing, maybe you should consider to push the subscribe button somewhere down there and a like button, so we can know did you like this or not. And of course I really like to hear some comments about those axes and whatever you want to comment about. So that's it for this time. See you. Bye bye.